Hello and welcome to Gray's Horizons. I'm Wolfgang Gray. If you're here, chances are you've either made some mistakes with money or you're trying not to. Either way, you're in good company. A quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for storytelling and educational purposes only and reflects my personal experience. Always do your own research or consult a licensed professional before making investment decisions. Let's be honest. We've all heard those stories. Someone bought a tiny coin or a random stock and boom, 10,000% gains overnight. It's exciting. And for a long time, I chased that too. I had just sold a business and decided to try options trading. The beginning was thrilling. My portfolio shot up fast. I thought, maybe I've cracked this. I could be a full-time trader. I romanticized the whole thing. But I didn't understand the mechanics of leverage. I didn't respect the risk. And then came the crash. I lost all but 1/5 of my original investment. The emotional roller coaster was brutal and humbling. I remember logging into my account and seeing red everywhere. Not a small dip, just carnage. It felt surreal, but the truth was I had no stop loss, no discipline, just this belief that I had to win. The thing about options is they can go to zero, where most stocks still retain value. With a strong company, you can hold and recover. With an out-of-the-money option, it's just gone. My old mindset was simple. If I could just find the next moonshot, I could skip the grind. I liked rapid change. I found it exhilarating. Back during the dot-com bubble, I was getting promotions, raises, opportunities left and right. It warped my sense of reality. I thought that kind of growth was normal. In the late 90s, I thought the sky was the limit. I went from job to job, each one offering more money, more perks, and then dot-com crash. Suddenly, everyone was tightening belts. That's when I realized if it rises too fast to be real, it probably isn't. Looking back, it was just another boom in a larger cycle. We see it in crypto too. And if you don't separate emotion from the process, those highs suck you in. But here's the truth. You don't have to catch every top. You just have to keep what you gain. What I didn't realize is that I wasn't investing, I was gambling, with fancier language. My real loss, 4/5 of what I made from selling a business I'd poured myself into. And it wasn't just the money. It was the confidence, the time, the energy. The old me thought investing was exciting. Big moves, huge wins. The new me thinks investing is, honestly, kind of boring. But that's a good thing. Boring builds wealth. Exciting! That's what Vegas is for. There wasn't one moment. It was slow, painful. Eventually, I asked a different question. What if I built something instead of bet on something? That options experience left me rattled. Financial PTSD, really. I started watching how successful people really operate. The ones who stay in the game. They don't chase hype. They don't use leverage. They study. They calculate. They work. Gambling is emotional. Real investing is structured, deliberate, and yes, a little boring. That's okay. One rule I follow now, if I can't explain why I own something in one sentence, I probably shouldn't own it. Complexity used to mask my lack of understanding. Now, I still take risks, but I don't chase hype. I study fundamentals. I watch cycles. I act when things align with my rules, not my emotions. Here's some examples. Instead of random microcap altcoins, I doubled down on Bitcoin during major retracements. Or pick an alt I understand well. Instead of hot stock tips, I study macro trends to pick asset classes that make real sense. I avoid margin and leverage. Everything is debt free. Even if it drops, I'm not wiped out. I take profits. I claw back my initial investment when something grows. The rest is house money. That habit alone has saved me from a lot of regret. Even now, when some altcoin pumps 400%, that voice whispers, maybe this is the one. But I remember, I've heard that voice before. It cost me more than money. It cost me time and peace of mind. I think a lot about compounding now. It feels slow at first, but once that flywheel spins, your base grows. Patience pays. Suddenly, you're working with capital that used to feel out of reach. This is the mindset I wish I had earlier, but I'm glad I found it now. At this stage in life, I don't want to win the lottery. I want to build a fortress. I want peace, not panic. Wealth, not wild swings. That's why I stopped chasing moonshots. In the next video, I want to talk about mindset, not just financially, but in life. There's a lot of noise out there, and if you don't get intentional with your time, energy, and inputs, you can lose years chasing things that don't matter. So if you're on this journey too, hit like and subscribe. Let's keep building not just wealth, but wisdom. I'll see you in the next one.